Okay.
Okay.
but I think I'm back.
Yes,
Okay.
you seem to be back.
Well, as I was saying, Kel grew up on a void ship that was exposed to the warp, had a little bit of um, a cultist, traitor cult breakout, and kind of developed a fascination with the warp and heretic psychers, and trying to the guy has a little bit of a psychic connection to other psychers, and decided to join the Inquisition to try to help root out some of these cults.
Cool, thank you. So, what Igraine does not know is that her sisters have observed her manifesting mild signs of being a latent psyker, which of course is bad when you're a sister of battle. And so, essentially, as a way to be like, well, we don't want to kill you, and if we keep you around, we might have to. Is why she was sent on special assignment to the Inquisitor. And Igraine knows nothing about this, nothing about her potentially being a psyker. I'm sort of stealing the story from Susan Ivanova from Babylon 5.
Not familiar. I've never seen Babylon 5.
It is
No, I
very
feel like I
good.
should.
Um, but yeah, I mean, same sort of thing. The lieutenant on the spaceship is very good at what she does, but she is also a latent psychic, and if the telepaths find out her secret, her life is over.
So
So,
she has been
Well,
relegated
that's
to the
horrible.
Inquisition.
yeah, and so she thinks she's on a punishment detail and doesn't know what she did wrong to be here.
Okay.
But, by the Emperor's grace, she will redeem herself of whatever sins she is ignorant of and return to her sisterhood chapter, full of
Ooh,
faith and
unfortunate.
fury.
Unfortunate. I don't think there's a lot of returning going on here.
I mean, that's what she thinks. That's what gives her hope and keeps her going.
We'll have to play into that then and give her some hope. Okay. And then so we have a connection between Kel and Narcia, between Nocturna and Barrack. So we need a connection between a grain and somebody. Or perhaps with those two connections, and do you want to be a newcomer without a connection or with a NPC connection?
I mean, I'm happy to show up fresh off the train platform, suitcase in hand.
Okay. We can do that, and that will be in Foundry. The map in once I'm a little bit better at this, I will be putting maps in the box seats in the Stolen Fires Discord so people can take a look at what we're looking at. It's basically an armored Mundatorium container meant for shipping supplies in large void ships. And it has been, there's a bunch of, you're basically in a low hab stack and have been um, basically put in the quarters. You each have a bed, a dresser. Um, there's a little cooking area, a billiards table, treadmill, shower, bathroom, and a gun rack. There's not much here, but it is home base. As as the five of you kind of meet up for the first time or as a whole group together. So what would you be doing? What would your characters be doing as you're kind of like waiting around for your first mission? Would you be sleeping? Would you be training?
Oh, I am lounging in a hammock and lazily playing word games on my data slate.
Perfect.
Sister Igraine is absolutely training. Or praying. She switches between the two.
Prayer could be training, and training could be prayer.
Exactly.
I have an
I
updated version
am
of this map with a shrine. I will have to update this with a shrine, just for a grain. Shrine to the Emperor.
I am prepping food for us.
Some corpse starch or some a little bit more fancy.
Largely corpse starch, just figuring out new ways to make it um, nutritious and edible. Enjoyable is way beyond the capabilities of corpse starch.
I mean, if you like hot sauce enough, you can make anything edible.
That is true.
Yeah,
Do
Yeah.
you think
I was
we
about
have
to
hot
ask,
sauce?
do we not? Like, is like spices and flavoring a thing in the Imperium? I
That
I
would
mean,
don't know.
be spices would
Heresy.
definitely be something for upper hive, fancy. Oh, I forgot the word for bougie in the new hive book. I wanted that, although I wanted to try to use those terms to be a little more 40K, but um, I'll have to go pull up that list I saw on Reddit. But yeah, you wouldn't have a lot of access to spices right now. You're pretty um, low level agents, and it'll be a while before like the five of you have not even met Inquisitor Nordheim yet. You've only been recruited through other of her retinue, so you're still pretty low on the totem pole. But you are getting a salary of 100 solars a day, so that's pretty good. A grain is probably like, what is money? Having been in
I
grew up in
just
a monastery, but
requisition whatever I need from the quartermaster.
yeah.
But
But
I will find a good and virtuous use for this money.
too many spices would be heresy. It would bring us too close to Slanesh. That's how that works.
That's how that works. Yeah.
I buy another phone game for my data slate.
Man. I'm probably cleaning my gear, making sure everything is in the best shape so I can make the best first impression. This is, I'm a new recruit, want to see if I can jockey for rank here by looking good.
Awesome. So, as you're all milling around, a little servo skull comes through the door, and this might be surprising to you. Like the reaction to it, probably what is this servo skull doing? But it's not a threat, and immediately starts paraphrasing a message from Inquisitor Nordheim's interrogator Liam Farnsworth. Uh, um, a suddenly pressing matter needs your immediate attention. What we once thought to be random acts of murder and sabotage occurring throughout the eastern portion of Rakarth have been linked to a growing heretical cult known as the Vertexes. They supposedly worship a figure known as the Harbinger, who they dare claim is an angel of the Emperor. Many workers have apparently grown so fearful of this Harbinger that production has greatly slowed and the tithe is endangered. Find this harbinger, discover its nature, and eliminate it. There is a contact that has earned my trust, Captain Mattis Verne, a Vigilite who can give you more information to direct your efforts. Seek him in the East Wing, Block 3 of the Precinct Fortress Majoris. There are conduct passes within the servo skull to grant you access to the fortress. Blasphemy cannot be tolerated, neither can failure. May his light be on your way. Um, and then there's like a PS after, which is from recorded not in the robotic voice of the service call, but from Liam himself asking you to meet him at a bar, a mid hive like nightclub bar restaurant kind of thing, like a piano bar, um, called Freya's. And he sends you directions to that and would like you to meet him there at 7 of time.
Oh, great.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody?
That gives you about 4 hours before you have to meet up with him. It's a tram, it's an elevator and a tram right away. Won't take you probably take you 45 minutes or so on foot to get there if you're in by tram together. So you still
Work,
have some time.
work, and then drinks. Sounds good to me. Hope you all got your tram tickets ready.
And
I
then
Yep.
drinks.
So
You think? You think
sorry,
I'm
just
going to
read.
be doing field surgery on you people sober?
I didn't know that you carried booze with you.
I don't. But if there's an opportunity, gotta keep my hands steady.
I look at my servo skull. Uh, do a scan as we go for any sources of alcohol as we proceed, please. I hop out of my cot and begin walking towards the door. I look at Kel and say, "You doing okay? You ready?"
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Yep. I'll gather up
I
my
look
gear
at.
and kind of wait by the door for everyone to get ready to head out.
I
I'm
go to
going to
stand by
pack
the.
up. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I go to stand by the door and I look back at Ingrain. Ingrain.
am always ready.
We have several hours before we have to go. I just made something to eat.
We have several hours before we need to go meet up with this guy. However, we're supposed to go talk to the. I want to say Vindicator. I look at the servo skull. What's the other person we're supposed to talk to?
Captain Mattis Vern Vigilite,
The Vigilite,
and
yes.
Arbides, a cop. I'm going to use Arbides instead of what they wrote there in the source book.
We're supposed to go talk to him first. If you want
Okay,
to
give
make
me.
some food first, though, heck yeah, I'm happy to eat something.
It will be good to nourish ourselves before setting out on this glorious mission. I will partake. Gratefully.
I'll never turn down a meal.
Excellent.
And I feel like Igraine eats very efficiently. Doesn't really taste what she's eating because this is just fuel for the body.
Also
Is there
fair.
any? Would she be saying be saying some kind of prayer before meals? You think?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, dear Emperor. Thank you, dear Emperor, for thy bounty which we are about to receive. And may it fuel our bodies to do acts of glory in thy name. Death to the
Was I
Zenus and the
supposed to wait?
heretic.
Oh. Do you have anything else?
Amen.
Okay. I'm still stuffing my face like I was doing while she was praying.
I was being religiously observant.
Yeah.
I say praise the Omnissiah and then begin to eat.
Igraine will sort of look down her nose at Barrick, but she's new here, so she's not going to say anything just yet.
So,
Good choosing.
so you have your meal. If you want to role play a little more banter, if not, we can move on to um, either wait. Um, sorry, if I pause real quick, it's because I'm like new to GMing and or storytelling, and I'm trying to like. Oh wait, I'm running this game,
No,
right?
it's fine. Organize your
Um,
thoughts.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give you a choice of either meeting up with the Arbites, with what was his name? Captain Vern, or with Liam. Interrogator Liam first. You have the choice between those two.
Alright.
You have enough time. He wants to meet you could wait and meet with Liam first and then go meet with Vern afterwards, but the time of 7 of time is for Liam in a few
uh,
hours. So you do
so
have time to go
it's
to
it's Arbiter Liam, is that correct?
uh no, he's interrogator Liam Farnsworth is he's the Inquisitor Nordheim staff. The
Okay.
Captain Mattis Vern is the Arbites cop who's can give you more information about the heretical cult and murders that are happening.
And it's the interrogator Farnsworth that we're supposed to meet in 4 hours? Or I suppose
Correct.
3.5. Okay, well, I think it would be prudent to discuss matters with this Arbites fellow so we don't come entirely ignorant into the meeting with the interrogator.
I agree. Yeah.
Of course. What an
Sure.
excellent idea.
Well then, for the Emperor.
All right. So as you head out and we're gonna head out to Precinct Fortress Majoris, and I would say Fortress is a misnomer, or really a staggering understatement. It's in fact the entire bottom level of the upper hive of Rokarth. It's a maze of dark rockcrete, the headquarters of Macharian Arbites on Vol, and the main checkpoint through which everything and everyone must travel between the upper and lower hive. Everything passes through essentially this checkpoint. So it's really like this massive that takes up like a whole level of the hive. Massive
Nice.
checkpoint fortress. So as you get there, the passes that you were given through the service call will um, you can easily get there through the maglev nexus, and it's really a relatively smooth and swift ride there. And then as you approach, heavily armed gun servitors and several Arbites immediately track you as you exit the maglev. And they demand your identification.
I'll hand mine
Oh,
Yeah.
over.
Easily present it. Yeah.
yeah, I show them my data slate. It has my digital ID on it.
Okay. So they immediately become very polite once they see that you've authenticated with the servitors, and guns go down, and they let you sentries let you go past. Um, they are ready to direct you to where you're to block 3 if you're asking.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll
We
head to
appreciate the
block 3.
assistance.
Okay. So we get to Captain Vern's office. You're stopped several times along the way before you get there, but flashing your passes pretty much always gets you a salute and you're waved on. But you can tell this is a really locked down area. This is not somewhere to mess around with, um, and yeah. So, um, however, Vern's office itself is a relatively simple affair. It's a desk. It shelves packed with data slates of files of cases, some mismatched furniture, and a massive weapons locker on dominates one side of the wall. Captain Vern is he's a big man, and he instead of wearing the normal carapace armor, he's just wearing a greatcoat, dark hair flecked with gray, and he regards the characters as they enter his office with one sharp green eye and one silver pale augmatic lens, which audibly whirs and clicks as he studies them. Welcome, welcome. You must be the new hires that Farnsworth sent my way.
We
We
Yes,
are.
are,
we
Yeah,
are.
and a joy to meet you.
yeah. How
Well,
can we help you?
I am glad that the Inquisition has taken an interest in the case. We desperately need your help. Um, um, Vern would not really be aware that you're all new, and that you might like him knowing that would uh, might make him a little bit offended. But he doesn't know that, so he's assuming that you're all sort of um like veteran agents of the Inquisition, and that's who he thinks he's dealing with right now. Um, so he kind of like just he's got his data sites, he's going through them, and he's like, so first on the Vertexus, this cult, cults come and go in Rakarth at a fast pace. A few citizens got themselves a glimpse of our perpetrator at some point, dressed in a black, gaunt, pale, dressed in black, a gaunt, pale face, carrying a scythe of all things, which I think is where why they call him the Harbinger. Um, Claim they're loyal to the Imperium and that he's the angel of the Emperor come to punish the guilty. You'll see their murals about. We erase them and eliminate anyone who putting them up, but they always return, just addled scum.
Does he claim to be an angel, or is this just something that people
It's
are
something that
saying about
cult.
him?
We don't have any information about what this harbinger has said themselves. But this cult that's popped up around the harbinger call it the harbinger.
So there is no figure that they are worshipping, just this icon or idea.
Some have claimed to have seen the figure, have seen the harbinger carrying a scythe, dressed in all black.
Oh, so we don't even know if it's. Is there a ringleader to the cult?
Not that we know yet, though we believe that these uptick in murders that are affecting the tithe, which is really what's the most important thing here, is the tithe to the Imperium. With workers dying left and right, we need to make sure that production gets back up to tithe grade, and so we need to put a stop to these murders right away. And we believe the Vertexus to be connected to them.
Why do they? But why are they killing people in the name of this supposed angel?
Near as we can tell, about half a year ago, when these relevant murders began, or when they began, pretty much every night cycle since regularly is clockwork. Um, though the scale varies. I have a slate here with autopsy reports, um, but I wouldn't eat before you look at them. Our killer doesn't discriminate much. No motivations that we can identify. Whole habs butchered. Few survivors, like Blades, but not exclusively. Leaves a big mess. We thought he was a pattern killer. Higher ups didn't much care. Nobody in the spire was getting hit, but then the sabotage has begun. So at this point on the case, all I've hit are dead walls. We've had scores of savants scouring data points, but no useful connections among the victims have been discerned. However, we're not allowed access to the Administratums or the Imperial Navy's full records. So that's why I'm glad the Inquisition's here. Maybe y'all can pull a few strings. Um, I'm hoping you can get something, shake something free. Go where I can't think in ways that I can't or don't. And I think that's really why you're here. It's not just because of the tithe. I've had a squad, some of my best, set up a trap for the Harbinger. That thing slaughtered them all, took them apart like they were nothing, killed a squad of 10 Arbites in a mere moments. I don't know what this thing is, but like I told your boss, I don't think it's human. Find this thing before any more officers get butchered, but don't engage it at close quarters if you can at all help it.
While he is talking to us about it, I'm going to grab the reports and start looking through them. Can I use Medicaid to determine the nature of the wounds from like pattern, whether or not it is done by a weapon or claws, or if it is done by something disciplined or feral, stuff like that?
I would
Sure, but
also like to read over Barrick's shoulder as they do that. Um, and I am looking for any commonality in the victims.
okay. I'm gonna have both of you make a routine discipline composure test first. As you start reading, you realize how gruesome these murders are, and your characters may not want to continue reading because of how gruesome they are. So before we make those rolls, we're gonna make discipline rolls at routine, so that's plus 20. And so for the first rolls here, I'll pull up my fake character sheet. Where's chat?
I
Where did
got
chat
an
go?
impressive success.
Awesome.
I got regular success.
Yeah. So
My stomach is iron.
yeah, the murders are gruesome, but um, you manage for each level of success. Um, oh, okay. So yeah, here's what you can get through from the data slate so far. First is on weaponry. Of those still intact, the bulk of the autopsies for those killed in the Habs indicate cause of death as deep lacerations, typically with a bladed weapon that was likely powered in some way, but not a chain weapon, as the cuts were too clean. Some died from blunt force trauma, typically from a precise blow that crushed a windpipe or a broken neck. A few were shot with unusual munitions that exploded after impact. The summary report notes that with clear reluctance that these resemble those of the sacred bolt weaponry, and their likely caliber was not at all standard. So we're dealing with unstandard bolt weaponry, which is kind of a big deal because bolt weaponry is typically reserved um, for the military, for space marines, for the sisters, etc. And regular citizens having access to bolt weaponry is not common. Um, and I'll give you both. I'll give you since we'll give you a total of four plus since you both are looking at it. So toxins, the Arbites autopsies are listed in a separate file. I need to slow down. Am I talking too fast?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Several have appended toxicology reports that indicate they were exposed to a particularly virulent toxin, likely introduced via laceration with a multi-bladed weapon that readily cut through carapace armor. Several showed extreme nerve degeneration, which happened pre-mortem within mere moments of exposure, likely exceedingly painful. One's breastplate has been partially melted by what appeared to be a random spray of a particularly powerful corrosive compound, traces of which match none of the many acids and corrosives found on Vol, which is a chemical manufacturer. So this is something not from the planet. And a stunning conclusion, the Verispecs confirmed with Mercator Delacroix, a stunning conclusion that with in the autopsy report.
Uh,
And then the finally for your last point of success here, a file marked as sabotage contains 10 detailed industrial incidents. The common thread throughout the incidents is that while they appeared to be accidents at first, they were all perfectly executed to cause maximum carnage. Several indicate the use of a melt-a-bomb, which is not at all common or inexpensive munition.
all right, and is there any commonality between the victims? Like any sort of common thread in their backgrounds or their histories or their criminal records that would indicate why they were targeted?
Um, Vern doesn't know. He would say it's all in the file. Um, at this point, there is not a conclusive. There's been over 3,000 killings. There's over 3,000
Oh,
murders in these
shit.
files.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
lot of dead
Um,
people.
How long has this been
Jade?
going on for?
Uh, uh, they made the connection at least 6 months ago, but they don't know how long before or after. So like,
So just in the last 6 months,
but
there's been over
it
3,000?
showed up on the Arbites Trail and as part of the cult around this killer, this harbinger, um, about 6 months ago, and we're at 3,000 already.
Within
Jade,
6 months. Jesus.
Yeah.
are that common ammo? Is it in the most recent reports that we start seeing it show up?
The bolt ammo.
Whichever one you said was more common.
Oh, I said uncommon.
Oh, uncommon. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the bolt weaponry that's scattered throughout. This is all pretty scattered throughout. Um, with the one sort of thing that makes it not just murders, but it seems like there's making them look like industrial incidents. Some of the murders using
Yeah.
melta bombs. That was one that kind of sticks out.
Yeah, do we know like the melta bombs who would have access to something like that?
Again, that's military equipment. Melta bombs are reserved for Imperial Guard, for Space Marines, for I don't even know if sisters typically they carry melta weapons, and I don't know about melta bombs, but that is not common, nor
Gotcha.
inexpensive. So this is might be somebody or something with connections um, to the Administratum, to the Imperial Navy, to the Imperial Guard, something like that.
Hmm.
So
Gotcha.
these, do we have a lead on where the cult ringleaders are at, or at least where the cult is most active?
The cult is most active in the lower hive. Um,
The lower
though the
hive, meaning
murders
like entirety
Yeah, so
across the world.
literally, so in the Hive City, we're kind of in the middle between the upper Hive, which is the richer areas, and the lower Hive. So the cult itself exists in the lower Hive, and that's where the manufacturing and the Have spaces. This is where you're currently living is in the lower Hive, and then the upper Hive is the richer areas, and that's where like the dynastic families and governing families, etc., live. Um, though the murders seem to not the cultists are low high, but the murders seem to be happening all over.
Why does the Arbites want access to the Navy's records?
Um, just because they're at a loss, and that's why they're hoping the Inquisition can help. It isn't so much that they have a specific thing, they don't have a specific um reason that the Navy records might help. They just don't have access to them. So he's noting that for the party's sake and for the um again, assuming that you're all sort of veteran Inquisition agents would have
Yeah.
access to records. He does not.
Who would have access to uh, smuggling if the weapons are rare and the acids aren't local? That suggests that this comes from somewhere off world, which means that something got smuggled in here.
Captain Vern does not like that question because, and that is really it puts him aback because we're in the area of the hive where all pretty much all trade goods get scanned and go through as they travel between the lower and upper hive. This is where a lot of this is the area of the hive where a lot of the void ships send their stuff coming in. So that really puts him and his men in his precinct at risk of being lax in their scanning duties. He's not going to say that exactly, but he's going to sort of infer that information so you understand like it's their fault stuff's getting through.
Is it
Well,
common
we
for
we certainly
folks?
don't want to imply that the Arbites are not doing their jobs, as I'm sure they are doing
Overwhelmed.
them, and quite admirably.
Well, I appreciate that, sister.
But it is
You're
possible
overwhelmed.
that smugglers are cunning.
I there's a presence, there's a large IBD's presence here for a reason, ma'am. and it is the infractionist element on vol has always been problematic, and so it is important. Though I will note that
Wait,
the toxins, again, I believe as you were reading, don't originate from our own chemical manufacturer here, Downhive.
where do they come from then?
We don't know.
Could they have been manufactured locally?
Not that it's certainly not toxins that have been manufactured in our typical normal, but perhaps that's something that through your expert investigation shall find out about more about the toxins.
Sure.
I do have someone. There's a man, Administratum, Master Morley. He'll also be waiting for you outside the fortress in Upper Hive Gate 6. He might be useful, he might not, but you should visit him at some point because he's got some pull.
I'll check my
Good to know.
chrono to see whether we would have time to visit him for our meeting at the bar.
Um, yeah, you do have time to visit him.
Well, shall we take our leave?
Thank you for all of your help, sir.
And thank you and the Inquisition for all your help. I hope something fruitful comes from your investigation. We could all use it. 3,000 murders, a lot of dead Arbites, and the tithe grade is we're not meeting our tithe grade standards.
We
And with
will,
that, he shows you the door.
we will ensure that this world makes their tithe.
Okay, and I think that this is a good place for a short break.
Okay, we will see everybody in about 10 minutes.
I'll go stretch my legs.
When do we go back?
Welcome back, everyone,
Oh,
to the Lodestar protocol. Um, we have added Leslie to the group, so we will be introducing
Oh, I should geek
her
cat. There we
character
go.
soon.
Yeah, as I say, I'm right now. I'm Lucifer. Oh, there I am.
I approve of the shirt as well.
That's my Cody Bellinger shirt, which used to be
Oh,
Matt's Cody
oh, that's my
Bellinger shirt.
Cody Bellinger shirt.
Hello, everyone. I had to deal with real adult life things.
gross.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Heresy.
Um,
There's heresy in this game, though.
we'll have to find it and destroy it. Do you want me to introduce my character or?
Yeah, can you introduce yourself in your character real quick?
Yeah. I'm Leslie. I have been on Stolen Fires before. You might recognize me. Um, I am playing Narcia, who is a telekinetic uh psyker. She is from a feral world. Uh, one of them big ships came by and was like, "Hey, your skills look useful. We're gonna bring you along." And here she is. I
Hell
haven't
yeah.
gotten. I I will admit that I generally tend to build my characters' backstories after I play them once or twice, so I feel where they are. So that's kind of so I'm real
Awesome.
basic at the moment.
Yep.
I'm the same way. Like, I believe in the role playing adage of it takes about 3 games to meet your character.
Yeah. So, but the basic was she was found, they figured she'd be useful, and now she's along for the ride. And she's
Okay.
got cool hair.
Awesome. Okay, so as the other four of you leave the Arbides office, I think we're gonna skip over what was his name? What was his name? Master Morley. We're gonna skip over him right now. Um, and just for the purposes of getting Leslie's character introduced, and we will be jumping over to um, we'll go back and meet him later, but for now we're gonna go to Freya's. Let me pull that up in Foundry.
Ooh.
So, as you walk to Freya's, it is there's a red stage that kind of like comes out into the middle of the room. There's seating all along both walls as well as along smaller bits of seating around the stage. There is someone at a piano playing music lightly, some kind of I don't know, some kind of classical in what we would understand as classical church music for the emperor, as waitstaff bring food and drinks. So you find Liam, um, interrogator Liam sitting at the how do I ping on this? How about that? Ping? No. In the top left corner. Uh, Here, Imperial Citizen, this token. This is Liam over here. Um, and he invites you all to sit down, and we will find that he has already been sitting there chatting with Narcia
Varric,
as the four of you enter.
Varric is notably more relaxed in this atmosphere.
Okay.
Grain is not.
Yeah, me neither.
Like,
How
it
about
Uh,
is
Nocturna?
like the stick up her. It's very obvious.
well, I look at Davy and I'm like, so I'll be honest, I don't get to go out very much. You know how to have fun in a place like this?
No, but I don't really know how to have fun in general. I just know that in a place like this, certain things can't get to you.
Fun is a lie. There is only joy in service to the Emperor.
I
Quiet,
like how
Igraine.
Liam perks up. I like what you have to say, sister.
For his glory, sir.
So, welcome everybody. I assume you have already met with Arbites, and I'd like to hear about what you've learned so far about the case. Now, all of you would have met Interrogator Liam. He would have been the one to personally recruit you originally, but you aren't exactly, and he's functionally your boss, um, and works directly for Nordheim, who you have yet to meet.
I take a seat and a drink while explaining my servo skull at my side, interjecting to correct me whenever I get a name or location or number wrong.
A heretic cult is claiming to be an avatar of the Emperor as an excuse to do murder and thus injure this planet's ability to complete the tithe in a timely and necessary manner. The number of deaths and the brutality in which they're inflicted is quite shocking. I would expect to see injuries like this on the front line, not here in a hive world. They are clearly quite clever and devious. I suspect Xenos are behind this.
We
Thank you,
don't know
sister.
whether it's a single individual or a group using a single identity to cover up something bigger. Whatever has done this has used a variety of methods that are difficult or even impossible to manufacture here, such as bolters and unusual acids. The problem with finding more information on that is the Arbites don't know and also take offense when we ask about people bringing in stuff off world illegally.
Oh, the Arbites. Uh, yeah.
That
Well,
is why
perhaps
I
perhaps
suspect Xenos.
that's why they've called us in.
Of course.
Hmm.
We have a point of contact with the Administratum that we were going to talk to. They might be able to fill in some of the blanks if indeed something here is manufactured locally. The problem with looking into the murders, though, is that there's literally thousands of them across both the lower and the upper hive. My best guess is that finding something in the fortress would be a good start because clearly whatever is doing this has the ability to maneuver between the lower and the upper levels, and to do that they must be able to move through there.
Does anyone else have anything to add to this? And he's gonna ask Nocturna if he can plug in his data slate to your servo skull to like download the information you have already.
Oh yeah, my servo skull's been recording everything that I've been up to, so he's welcome to have that data.
Okay.
Barrick wakes up like she just came out of a trance. Yes. So it looks like it's being done with powered weaponry, not claws, not something feral, just something brutal and efficient at killing. And at times, it will crush vital spots in a single strike. So whatever it is not standard human.
Good.
So it has cultists. It's not using them to do the killing, is what it looks like.
Thank you, Barrick. Anyone else?
It definitely seems that whatever kind of weaponry is, like Nocturna was saying, off-world, and specifically there's some kind of toxin that's being used that is not made locally, is from what the Arbite told us. In addition, there was bolt weaponry and a melta bomb used specifically for some kind of sabotage, which definitely seems unusual and not something that common cults would have access to.
That is troubling, for sure. And Kel, right?
Yes.
I believe you have met Narcia here before.
Yes, I have.
So Narcia, this is to introduce the rest of the crew: Barrick, Nocturna, and Igraine, or
Oh,
sister.
hello. Um, hi.
She will, and the five of you will be having together and working together for Inquisitor Nordheim. She does want to meet with all five of you at some point once this investigation is wrapped up, or as we have a better understanding of next steps. But for now, she just wants to pass on her thanks for all of you joining her team, and as a little bonus, he passes out chips with solars on it, so you can each add 200 solars to your character sheets. And drinks are on me tonight.
Ooh.
As drinks and food are being ordered, I would like all of you to roll a raise the sheet. Like all of you to roll a awareness check.
Difficulty?
I'm on camera, by the way.
Routine. I'm sorry, challenging. I'm sorry, challenging is
Oh,
0.
If
0.
we
well, I had an
choose
impressive failure, so
if we choose not to get intoxicated, does that affect the difficulty?
That is a great idea that I should have thought of before I told everyone to roll.
I haven't rolled yet,
Um,
which is why I'm
yeah.
asking.
I'll give you routine
Okay, because
if you don't
Igraine
drink.
would get club soda with cranberry juice. Hello, Fetch's friend.
That is my partner.
Hello, Fetch's
Hello.
partner.
Hello.
They're all saying hello to you.
Okay,
Does
so
my augmetic ear add to this?
Yay, even with my bonus,
um
I got a -2. I'll be right back.
I guess it's a yeah, your augment not in this. This would be a visual check in this case. Um
Okay.
so Kel and Nercia is the as everyone else is kind of having a good time and chit-chatting and listening to the music. The two of you notice some characters walking in at each of the doors. Um, there's three doors into this room, and at all three doors you see what appear to be gangers, low hive gangers are kind of starting to post up at the doors
Oh,
and trying to
oh.
look nonchalant, but you're on edge now.
I nudge Kel a little bit and like do the little like
Kind of nod at Garcia and try to get see if any of the rest of our group notice what's going on, that they're coming in, while also trying to keep an eye out for them.
I am too lost in the hymn sauce, my good Cal.
So,
I've kind of figured as much based on our conversation earlier. I
I
figured
I am too busy solving Sudoku puzzles on my data slate.
okay.
I will grab my. Sorry, check my equipment. Um, the soul guilt scanner, which helps me. Oops, helps me identify malcontents and heretics and such. Just kind of keep and criminals. So keep it close. So in case I lose visual contact with them, it'll help me maintain awareness of them.
Okay. Um, yeah, and basically, and all of a sudden you hear a stub gun go off up in the air, and uh, this is a stick up.
Uh-oh.
There is one gang member, gang leader at the door who's doing all the talking and starts, and the two other gangers start running around to the different citizens, the different patrons, and trying to like grab valuables and stuff at gunpoint. What do you do?
Igraine stands up. This is absolutely not a stick up. We will not allow you to deprive these
Before you're done
hard
talking, you have a gun in your face.
Is the music still going?
I hide beneath the
punch.
table.
Yes. Yeah, actually, the music was fake and the person has stopped playing, but the music still goes somehow.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying attention to anything.
As soon as there's a gun on my face, I'm punching the person holding it.
Okay, so let's start combat. We're gonna wing combat because I'm not super familiar with all the rules yet. Um, um, so we're is there an initiative? I did not plan this out exactly perfectly.
Say,
Trying
where's
to
the
figure.
rule book at inside of Foundry? I'm trying to refamiliarize myself
Uh,
with some of the rules.
should be in journal about halfway down.
I see.
Core rule book
Or compendium packs as well.
or compendium packs. Yeah.
Couldn't find it in compendium packs, but I'm in. Ah, here we go.
Yep. So the flow of battle actions before. So characters who anticipate a fight may wish to take preparations such as drawing a weapon, using a talent, or manifesting a psychic power. This is usually fine, but some actions may be noticed by the enemy to jumpstart the conflict. So Kel and Les and Narcia would be have a chance to basically prepare for this.
I will
Yes.
I think just pull my staff for now. Like hold my staff in one hand just in case they do start something. That's the only
Okay.
preparation I had.
Yeah, I guess I will. Let's see what do I have. I will pull my knife, but keep it under the table so nobody sees it.
Okay.
I will not use my chainsword in such close quarters, so hand flamer.
Even better in close quarters.
Yeah, that's
The wizard
Exactly.
fireballs the like that meme. Um, can you all in the Foundry chat put your initiative? That should be on your character sheet underneath your main stats above main, above the word
In
main.
Zoom or Foundry chat.
Foundry chat, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I-
There's a way to
Where?
automate this in Foundry, but I did not figure that out before we started, so we're
I
wing
think there is a way to do it. But I don't have. Okay.
I think you just start combat and then it prompts people for initiative.
Yeah. When we were doing Prowlers and Paragons, I could do it with my token, but I can't see my token.
Okay.
Oh, did I? That's something that I'll have to fix for next time. I don't think we have tokens for you guys out here.
So I see my initiative on my character sheet, but I don't know how to get it to the chat.
just type it in.
Just type it in for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a way where you can like highlight your token, and then click on the little combat thing, and it'll do the initiative.
I will learn how to do that for next sessions to
Yeah,
Yeah,
feel free to ask Bob because he used it for Prowlers and Paragons, so he's got a pretty good idea how it works.
okay. I definitely will do that. Okay, so the gangers have initiative 7 and the gang leader has initiative 8, so they're going to go first. The one that is pointing a gun at you is um not going to fire. Actually, they weren't looking to do a murder today. Um,
Well,
but
that's
now things
their
are
fault.
yeah. But now things are heating up quicker than they expected. They were not expected any kind of retaliation here. So the gun goes away and he pulls out a knife. Um, and he's going to try to knock your hand flamer out of your hand. And that will, so I'm gonna roll the knife against your, what would you roll against? Because this is
Maybe agility to dodge.
right against dodge.
All right, what should I roll
Oh,
for that?
dodge is dodge is, oh, I'm clicking buttons and stuff's happening. Opposed type, opposed against Imperial citizen. That's not what I wanted. I can't do that because of the tokens. Anyway, astonishing failure. So as he goes to swipe it, you like quickly pull back your hand and the swipe goes wide. The other ganger is going to take in the if you see in the top, there's a group of patrons in the top right corner. Gonna grab one of them as a hostage. Um, and and the gang leader says, "All right, weapons down, weapons down." So then that goes to Kel. You have initiative 7, so you are up next.
Okay, I'm going to try to knock the knife out of the ganger's hand that's here in front of us.
Okay.
So, assuming just make a roll with the staff.
Yeah.
No,
See, how does that?
I don't know. Maybe.
When I was testing this out, it would actually, so if you click on the word staff,
Yeah, so it brings up a little drop down with the traits. I tried clicking there's a die next to the staff, and all it do is bring up
and
what's
that just brought the word up. Yeah, if you click the
What
word, it
if?
brings up a new melee test, and we'll call this, we're not going to do a pose, we're just going to do straight rolls. We'll call this a routine. You've done this before.
huh. Yeah, it's not when I click it, it's not actually doing it. It's bringing up the melee test.
When you so that yeah, do the melee test, and then in difficulty, drop down on the melee test, go to routine, and then,
I'm not getting that option.
oh, you're not.
No. I wonder if I click. Oh, that might be why. No, still doing that. Oh,
Mm.
okay. I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm just in the equipment section. Aha, that would be why. At what difficulty? I'm sorry.
At what did I say? Routine? You've done this before,
Okay.
yeah.
Roll. Oh no.
Impressive value. So you're actually gonna go and swing your staff and describe how you fail at it, or
Oh
how the
no.
ganger, or how the ganger.
So I kind of try to push the staff into the knife, and I get off balance and kind of fall flat on my face in front of Igraine.
Oh
Um,
no.
between the two of them, between Igraine and the ganger.
Okay.
Get up, sir. The battle is not yet over.
All right. Narcia.
Um, so like I don't I'm gonna be like, okay, no weapons, so why don't you put down your weapon? And we can just talk about this like good, reasonable humans and not heretics.
They don't like being called heretics because they are not heretics. They're
Okay.
just common criminals.
Oh,
So do you want to
I'm trying
no, they
to
that
talk them down.
yeah. What would that be? What's a good skill for that? Probably presence
Presence.
or
Difficult.
rapport.
What's the difficulty?
We'll go with challenging because they're not apt to want to just drop their weapons.
Okay. Oh no.
Failure. Do you we won't add that right now. It's another mechanic for changing stuff, but we're not gonna add that right now. Okay, so they're just like, nope, nope. Um, and
Mean.
we'll move the rest of you all have initiative 5, so you can go in any order you want.
Okay, mine is pretty simple. I'm going to duck beneath the table, push it over to create cover, and that'll be my move action. Will that count as light, medium, or heavy cover?
That'll count as light cover.
Then I'm going to use my normal action to hide. So I need to make a stealth test now.
Okay.
Skills,
And
stealth.
we'll call that routine because or yeah, routine because they're not necessarily paying attention to you specifically yet. There's enough other things going on.
All right, that
Success.
is great. Beautiful.
You're hidden with a regular success. Well, it's +2, so yeah, you they don't know that you're there at all.
That's 2 success levels, correct?
Correct.
Okay. They need to get 3 success levels on an awareness test if they want to target
Is
me.
that okay? Thank you.
That's it for me. I'll pop it over to our next person at 5. Let's see what our sister of battle's gonna do.
Alright, so Sister Igraine will draw out her heavy flamer and point at the guy who was just pointing a gun at her. She'll say, "It is not too late to surrender and experience the Emperor's mercy."
Um, do you want to then roll? That would be yeah, presence. And I'll give you the routine bonus because the hand flamer is pretty scary and not something that's typically seen.
Cool. Marginal success.
Marginal success. So, with that, he's gonna not drop his knife, but he's definitely gonna like back away and give space um, between Kel and you, and back away from it, and just like he's kind of like looking to his boss, and not making any further actions right now.
Okay, I will keep my heavy flamer on him, but if they don't start, nothing won't be nothing. Except, them getting arrested and. But that's better than getting, burned to death here. So I
Okay.
feel that's my turn. I
Yep.
guess I'm holding action if I can do that.
Yeah. Eric?
I've started singing along with the hymn.
Not really paying attention to what's going on?
Not really paying attention to what's going on.
Okay.
I look almost blissed out.
Did a little too much Obscura,
No,
which was
didn't
definitely
re-
a totally legal substance that they definitely don't sell here.
didn't really do a lot of anything. Just after spending so much time on a heretic world, the feeling of this place and the hymns, like she's digging it. She always digs it whenever she comes to a place like this.
Okay. All right, so then top of the round, that goes back to the gang leader, um, who is now going to pull his gun on Igraine because you appear to be the most dangerous person in here right now. And he's not going to shoot yet. But he's now a little bit got a little more murderous intent in his eye. He doesn't like being one-upped in the firearm department, and he's just got a stub pistol against the hand flamer. So he's also like backing up and giving distance, but he's definitely got a beat on you. And um, he's gonna fire an intentional warning shot, um, and ask you to and tell you to drop the flamer. We're not going to roll for that. We're just going to move on to the
That's a
uh
bad decision on his part.
yeah.
He fired
Um,
first. Okay, let's go.
I am going to make a roll for the other ganger, the from the other door that's further away um with the person with the hostage. That's the word I was looking for. Um, what do I want to? Oh, that's the gang leader, ganger. Marginal failure. Uh, that ganger doesn't like what's going on and is gonna drop the hostage and make for the door. And that puts us at the top of the round with Kel.
Okay. I'm now that there's not an immediate threat up close, I'm gonna duck behind the table, or I guess I'm on the ground, so I'm gonna sit up or stand up rather, and switch over to the stub revolver that I have here, and just kind of point it towards the gang leader, and say, "Hey, let's drop the weapon before she resorts to the flamer," and try to get him to calm down here.
Okay, can you roll presence with a challenging presence roll?
All right. Hey, impressive success.
Yeah, he's impressive success. He's basically yeah, frack this. This is not and he bolts, leaving he's not waiting around to see what happens.
Cool.
Leaving just one ganger left, and the Igraine's holding on. So that brings us to Narcia.
Um, so I think it's best the rest of you get out of here too. And I'm gonna So there's just one bad guy now, right? Everybody else kind
Correct.
of yeah, I think maybe you should leave too. And I wave my knife around menacingly.
All right. Do you want to also roll presence, please? With this point, I'll give you routine since he's
Okay.
the ganger's down down his friends and by himself.
I mean, I also could just smash you with my brain. Ooh, astounding
Astounding success.
success.
Yeah, he not only he actually like drops his all the weapons he has. He just starts dropping stuff, like anything that is like some unregistered or illegal, and bolts for the door. Do anyone want to try to catch any of these people, any of the gangers, or just let them leave?
I trust in the Arbites.
Okay. Nocturna?
Oh, I'm good. I don't see the need to play a vigilante when I've got an official mission.
Okay. All right. So Liam also seemed to take that, and he's behind the table with you, mostly because I forgot that he was in the room with you. Or maybe he left. No, I'll retcon that. He left before drinks were on him and stuff.
Of
So
course.
we will wrap up our first session there. Thank you all, and we will get to
Thank
session two
you.
next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for running
Yeah.
the session. Oh, how does experience work in this game?
That is a good question. We'll figure that offline.
Okay. And will our sessions usually be 3 hours?
Um, it should, so 9 o'clock. So normally they're like 2 hours. So like call, so like 2.5. Call time is at 9 p.m. my time, and now it's 11:30 my time. So about 2.5 hours total. So like half
Okay.
an hour call time, and then does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
Next time I'll remember that I have a HOA meeting.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so let's do outros. So in the same order as our intros, uh, tell us your name, who you play tonight, and any what is the what was the word?
Plug
Any
your
pluggables?
pluggables,
Yeah,
in the
plug your
words of
pluggables.
Robert Evans.
Yes.
Amy.
Yeah, Fetch, you go
Sure.
first.
Amelia Fetch, she, her. I played Nocturna, the Adeptus Mechanicus cipher cracker today. And you can find me at Amelia Fetch dot on Blue Sky.
Oh, I am Elsa. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me nowhere on the internet. If you look for me, I will be hiding in your light bulbs, just unscrewing them slowly. It's gonna get annoying after a while. However, I am in the Stolen Fires Discord, and you can find me Monday nights on Embers of Humanity and Tuesday nights here, because I remembered that I am in more than a single game. I did that tonight. I'm feeling pretty good, especially after this game. Like, this was good. I'm liking the setup. But I'm done. That's everything I wanted to say. Somebody else go before I
I'm
interrupt
Yep.
you.
I'm Matt. My pronouns are they, them. I played Kel, our new Ordo Hereticus recruit. I guess you could find me on Instagram at Gonzo46. Yeah.
Um, I'm Leslie. I played Narcia for a whole 5.7 minutes. And and um she is just a kid from the sticks who knows how to crush things with her brain, and we'll figure out more about her as we play. You can find me on various places on the internet at Tupero including the Discord. I am in the Discord a lot. You should be my friend and come to our Discord. The end.
Nope, I was muted. Hello, I'm Rachel. I am Stolen Fires. Welcome to my channel. I hope you have enjoyed your time here. If you would like more amazing Stolen Fires content, come back on Saturday. We will be having the extended finale. It's going to be a whole 4 hours, hooray, of superhero goodness for Prowlers and Paragons. We're fighting evil David Bowie. It's going to be great. And then you can also come back here on Mondays when I run Embers of Humanity. It's a post-apocalyptic community building RPG. It's a lot of fun. You should check out their Kickstarter. It's not too late to get your own hard copy. And yeah, Blade Runner game as soon as I can get my shit together. My shit's all over the place. It's not fun. It's awful. But at some point, I'm gonna get it together and I'm gonna run Blade Runner Replicant Rebellion.
Uh,
Hi everyone, I am Jade, and I have been your storyteller tonight. My pronouns are she, they, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Renegade Jade Minis, where I mostly just post my miniatures. I am also a commissioned painter, so if you would like me to paint miniatures for you, please let me know. I also will be kit bashing, painting miniatures for all the player characters in this game over the next couple of months as time allows, and look forward to showing those off as well. So thank you all for joining, and we will see you next week, same place, same time.
See y'all next week.
Dodgers suck.
You suck.